Hi guys, how are you today? Today I'm gonna explain you our English grammar articles. It is the first lesson and now I want to tell you that in our language, in Russian, in Kazakh and in Uzbek language, we have never used article. We don't have articles in our grammar. For example, we cannot say in Russian у меня есть a mama, a brat, a сестра. But also in Kazakh language we cannot say менің қаламым, компьютерім, телефоным бар. Or in Uzbek language xonada üstel, компьютер, ручка, телефон бар. We never use an in our language. But in English language, in singular with countable nouns, you have to use article and an. And now I wanna stop. Articles is divided into two: definite article and indefinite article. Now, definite article the is used in specific nouns. And you can use article the in front of before countable, uncountable, plural, singular. In any cases you can use, but an you can use only before not specific nouns. And an is used before consonant sounds and is used before vowel sounds. Indefinite article a and an have the same meaning. The difference depends on the sounds at the beginning of the next word. A is used in front of singular countable nouns, a person, animal, or thing, which are not specific. We don't use a before uncountable or plural nouns. When the next word starts with a consonant sounds, you have to use a. For example, before b, c, s, d, k, f, h sounds, you have to use a. For example, a cat, a house, a bike, a boy, a bird, a child, a doctor. An is used in front of singular countable nouns which are not specific. We don't use an before specific, uncountable, and plural nouns. When the next word starts with vowel sounds, for example, a, e, I, o, u, an comes before the nouns. An apple, an hour, an egg, an aunt, an aunt, an old man. Be careful. The sounds of the letter is important. A house, but not an hour. A hour we never say because h in this case h is silent. That's why we use an. An uncle, but a university. The u, the letter u at the beginning of university sounds like u, like consonant sound. This rule applies to all words after a or an, including adjectives and adverbs. If adjective or adverb comes at the beginning of the nouns, the article which before noun comes at the beginning of adjectives or adverbs. A cold day, an easy lesson, an interesting class, a very crazy person. After the verb to be or have has, you have to use article. For example, she's a student, she has a mother. The indefinite article is used in a certain expression of quantities with countable nouns. The phrase a pair of is used with objects consisting of two parts regarded as a unit. A pair of shoes, a pair of socks, a pair of gloves, blah blah blah. The phrase a couple of is everyday English, means two, several, but not many. A couple of times, a couple of hours, blah blah blah. A few and a few are used only with countable nouns. A few means not many, but there are some. Few means not many, not enough. A few times, a few days. The phrases a number of a large number of are used with countable nouns if these phrases are in the function of the subjects, the plural form of the verb is used. A number of good grammar books, a number of students. Expression of time, frequency, and quantity. We have to use article an. For example, an hour ago, a week ago. Here is an and a means one. Frequency of time, 3 times a day, once a week, twice a year, once in a whole. Distance, fuel, 55 miles an hour. Distance, speed, 90 kilometers an hour. Price, weight, a dozen eggs, half a dozen, 5 tenge a liter. Money, $1, $100, 100 times. Whole numbers, 1,000,000, 1,000 years, 1,000 times. Fraction, a quarter. Weight measures, an inch. An is used in front of expression of quantity with uncountable nouns too. The phrase a cup of, a bowl of, a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, a bowl of soup, a bowl of salad, a glass of water, a glass of wine, a bottle of mineral water, a bottle of beer. The phrase a piece of bread, a piece of meat, a piece of pie, a piece of chocolate, a piece of paper, a piece of chalk, a piece of news, a piece of advice, a piece of furniture, a piece of art, blah blah blah. The phrase a little water, a little time, a little sugar, a little milk, a little music, a little money, a little rest, a little sleep, blah blah blah. The phrase the large amount of. He lost a large amount of money last year. He spent a great deal of time trying to solve that problem. The phrase a lot of times, a lot of time, a lot of rooms, a lot of room, a lot of cakes, a lot of cake, a lot of cars, a lot of people, a lot of information, a lot of money. We use article an.